All right, just getting home now. It's about 9 o'clock. We started packing around 1 today, and probably took us 4.5, 5 hours. And it's funny because you work so hard to make all of the lists and then lay all the gear out, and you go over the lists over and over again. And then by the time it's you're gonna pack the bag, you have everything in front of you, and you spend an hour going over the camping list and the fishing list and the food list and everything, and then it takes 10 minutes to put it all into a pack, and you're good to go. So we ended up with 4 packs, kind of like we were thinking: a number four cruiser, a number 3, and then a smaller rectangular food pack. So we're interested to see how that all fits into the canoe together. We changed up our packs just a little bit from last year with some issues in weight. So yeah, finished packing those, got them all ready for tomorrow. We are leaving town tomorrow morning, about 9 o'clock-ish. And then we're going to get to Ely. It's like a 7.5, 8-hour drive. So we'll get to Ely, gonna get some food, and then stay in a bunkhouse tomorrow night, so we're fresh for the trip in on Sunday morning. Headed into the Lake 1 entry point, and then gonna head all the way through to Lake Insula. We've got a couple campsites that we're looking at on the map. This will be the 3rd trip into Insula that I've done, so hopefully trying to find a new campsite that we haven't stayed on yet, but we know there are some good ones if we're interested. So that's about it. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna charge up some cameras, get some battery packs ready, and then get some sleep. I'm feeling tired. We didn't really do much today, but it's just like that situation of wanting to make sure you've got everything. And at this point, if we don't have it, we'll be fine without it, right? But so I'm gonna go get some sleep, and then we'll catch up tomorrow morning before we take off, and then we'll be on the road. So here we go. Say hi. I don't know if I can get back to you. Everybody say hi. Just got off Lake 4. Headed a couple more portages to Hudson and then Insula. 10:30. Here is Lake Insula, and way off in the distance is the burn area from the fire in 2010. You can still see the difference on the trees. But we came from that direction, that little V over by the burn area, and made our way up Insula to our campsite. We have 3 canoes and 6 people, so we had to get a little creative with the landings. This landing where we've been keeping our canoe is a little farther from camp. So we have one landing here, and then a bay that kind of extends out around that way. And then if we follow this path this way, we have one big tent here, Mike's tent here, and then kind of the community tarp space back there in case it started raining. Over this way, our gravity water filter, and then the camp set up here. Doing some work with fishing poles. You can see that same view of Lake Insula again there. Through the woods a little ways. Just like with the landings, we had to get a little creative with the tent pads. 4 tent pads. So we have 2 back here. One there and one in the back. Big tent and a little tent. And finally, a tour of the camp wouldn't be complete without the moose trap. We don't need to go any farther. Here we are, morning of day 2 on Lake Insula. It is Monday, and we just spent some time eating breakfast, getting the canoe all ready to go fishing. It's gonna rain, and I actually think it's starting to sprinkle as I'm standing here talking, but we got the canoe all ready. We're gonna get the camp kind of settled in, get another tarp over for to move our chairs under and everything, and one set of electronics up front, our fishing gear as well as our stringer, our net, and then our other set of electronics back here. Slightly overkill, but we like to know what's going on. We like to both have depths and fish marking and everything. So I'm gonna head back up to camp. We're gonna get a tarp up, and then we might head out, check some depths, and see if we can find some fish. So here we go, day 2. Okay. Nice. Well, there's one. He's fighting. Nice fish. No, it's a smallmouth. You don't need to net it. And I was like, no, we'll net it. And then I missed the net once, and then dug down and got it again, and then pulled it up. And that was the very first cast. And then they're going, oh, it's gonna be 100 fish day. Yeah. Yep. He said you can't catch a fish on every cast if you don't catch one on the first one. 97 to go. Yep.
Shore lunch? What is it? Was it shore lunch? Shore lunch, or was it the soup stuff?
I saw him coming to get that. Yep. There's our first smallie.
That is cool. I've never seen that.
All right, it's Wednesday morning on Lake Insula. We just finished breakfast. Tuesday night we went out. We were slip bobber fishing for walleye again. Dad and I each caught a handful of them, but none with any real size. We threw them all back because we ate fish for dinner last night. Today we're gonna go on a day trip up the northern side of Insula. Gonna find a campsite to have some lunch on, maybe throw some crankbaits to try to catch some smallmouth or some northern. It's going to be a really nice day to be out on the water, and then we'll make our way back, have some dinner, and then head out again tonight, try to catch some more walleye for dinner tomorrow. So, standing out looking over Williamson Island. It's big, open, and beautiful. Couple landings to the left, couple landings back here to the right. We came right up the middle there, and then kind of got out of the wind by heading in this way. 2 sites there. Then if we turn back around, there's the main camp. It's a beautiful view too.
Look at this. This is a huge setup for sitting.
All right, we're heading back. Pack everything up. We're coming over.
Who wants to move over here?
Williamson Island.
Interesting.
Very cool. All right, it's Thursday morning. We struck out a little bit on Wednesday, so we decided to try something new. We went out, it's early Thursday morning, probably 6 a.m., and we started to see some lightning and we were hearing some thunder. So we pulled into a campsite nearby and we were gonna try fishing offshore. But what we did find are some moose prints here. We just pulled up and we've never seen a moose in the Boundary Waters. We've seen a moose on the way to the Boundary Waters. But these prints, oh, look at that. Dad caught a fish offshore. Cool. Okay. Oh, quick release. All right, well, we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. Didn't have the GoPro recording because it's been a little bit of a slow morning, but just nailed this 21-inch smallmouth. We're in like 11 feet of water, just slip bobber fishing with some leeches, and we just absolutely crushed that thing. An hour after our first smallie, caught another one. This one's 18. Pretty nice fish. Still in 12 feet of water with a slip bobber and a leech.
Then it flopped over. Way too off. Then back up, pancake on the chair, check on the Game Boy. And then
All right, Friday at noon, our last big cooked meal before we empty out the packs Friday night. Fred, what are we eating?
So this is from Bear Creek. This is a Fleet Farm purchase. It's grown up mac and cheese, creamy chipotle. And so then my addition is one big onion.
One big onion sliced up, 3 bags for 6 people, right?
That's what that's the metric right now. We're seeing if it works.
For dessert, Cole, we have
Oreo pudding delight.
wonderful.
And that one takes carnation dry milk. So that one's a little bit more, but not much.
Little powdered milk action. Got a little more sunny than it was this morning when we were out, but now some dark clouds rolling through over here, so we'll see what happens. All right.
Over and out.
Last big meal, over and out. This guy is really not happy that I am so close to his house here. Sorry, dude. All right. It's Friday night. It's about 9 p.m. We spent most of the day today packing up camp. We kind of got everything about half packed. We took care of our food pack. We broke down fishing stuff. We took down the tarp and kind of got the camp mostly ready to be packed up tomorrow. The goal for tomorrow is to get up around 4 a.m., to start packing up, to get the tent finished, to get everything put away, the 4 packs kind of cinched down and all ready to go, with the goal of leaving here by 5:30 or 6 at the latest. I think our goal would be to be back at the Lake One landing by about 1:30 or 2, because then we're going to get right back into the car after we load the trailer, and we're going to head back home all in one day. So tomorrow's going to be a real long day in terms of getting up, packing up, paddling and portaging out, and then packing up and getting back to home. So it's been a wonderful, awesome 7 days. The weather's been fantastic. The fishing's been great. We've had some record career fish with the walleyes and the smallmouth this week. It's always kind of sad to go on the last day, but at the same time, it's kind of feel ready to get back to where we need to be. So overall, it's been a fantastic trip. As much as it's sad to see it go, I'm ready to kind of go back and ready for next year already. So. It's about 5:05. We've been up for an hour, and just like that, camp is just about dismantled. My guess is that we'll be ready to be off the landing between 5:30 and 6 like we planned, if not maybe a little earlier. So finishing some stuff up, and then it's time to hit the water. I think that's record time for us to get packed up. We have maybe 10 more minutes worth of putzing to do, but we've got the 4 packs into the canoe. It's not even 5:15 yet. Cheers. Cheers, we made it. I think that was a land speed record. 6 hours, 15 minutes off of Insula. Off of the portage from, off of the landing at what, 5:30, 6 o'clock?
Breaking records.
And now we're
what we do.
taking pictures of taking pictures. Just about noon now, back at the landing. It's time to get some
McDonald's.
Time to get some fast food. Cheese.
Yeah, Yeah, these guys have been motivated. It was Big Mac, Big Mac.
Double
There's
cheeseburger.
a good one.
Double cheeseburgers.
Perfect. All right.
Hi, I bought a battery charger Thursday. Had it packed.
As the trip winds down, you know, I just want to say thank you for watching, for reading, for being a part of this with me. It's been a ton of fun to make these videos and to plan out what I'm going to write and what I'm going to say. I hope you enjoyed it. I had such a great trip, and I hope you got to see just a little bit of what the trip was like. If you're looking for more content, go ahead and visit my blog at alwayslivewild.com. Get out there, stay safe, enjoy nature, and above all, always live wild.